Adobe Express SVG converter searches are huge, but here's the trap. Most people do not only need a new file extension, they need a clean, editable SVG that behaves like real vector source, with paths, colors, groups, and shapes they can keep changing after the export. A fast converter can still leave you with a flat result. The preview looks fine, but the SVG may preserve noise, weird trace paths, bitmap wrappers, or artwork that technically scales while still being annoying to edit, recolor, simplify, or ship in a real project. SVG Genie gives you the more useful workflow. Start with the asset or the idea, describe the clean vector you want, and generate editable SVG output directly. It is not just Adobe Express style conversion. It is an AI rebuild aimed at usable source files. This is today's duplicate recovery topic after the queue ran out. I checked more than 5 Dataforce EO candidates. Adobe Express SVG Converter showed about 12,100 monthly searches, keyword difficulty around 10, and YouTube results mostly showing quick JPEG or PNG conversion. Steps. The difference is simple. A converter asks, what format should this become? A better SVG workflow asks, what should this graphic become? That means you can simplify a messy logo, rebuild a sticker, make a cleaner icon, or create a new vector from a prompt instead of tracing every flaw. Here is the prompt. Create a clean, editable SVG badge for a coffee brand, bold cup icon, circular mark, limited purple and yellow palette, thick outlines, transparent background, smooth paths, no raster texture, ready for website, print, stickers, and Figma. In seconds, SVG Genie gives me multiple vector directions. I can choose the strongest one, inspect the SVG code, change the colors, resize it without blur, export a PNG preview, or keep iterating. That is a stronger outcome than a one-click conversion you cannot comfortably edit. Before you trust any SVG converter, test the file like a designer. Zoom in, check the edges, open the layer structure, try changing one color, delete one shape. If those simple edits feel painful, you did not get a useful SVG master. You got another cleanup task. The best inputs are focused. Use a logo, icon, badge, simple illustration, sticker sketch, product mark, diagram, or cropped graphic. Avoid asking the tool to preserve every shadow, texture, and tiny background detail. Clean SVGs come from clear intent, not maximum noise. Use this prompt formula. Name the source or the asset type. Name the destination, clean editable SVG. Add constraints, limited colors, smooth paths, transparent background, no tiny details, strong silhouette, and the final use case, like website, print, Cricut, app, or Figma. This is where SVG Genie earns the click. Adobe Express is useful for quick file conversion. SVG Genie is better when the final file needs to become part of a real workflow, brand kits, product UI, web graphics, stickers, signs, cut files, and source code. If you already have a converted SVG, you can still use SVG Genie as the cleanup step. Describe what is wrong with the old result, ask for fewer paths, cleaner outlines, stronger grouping, simpler colors, and a sharper version that is easier to own and reuse. This helps with the assets people keep losing or remaking, client logos, old website graphics, product badges, social icons, event marks, label art, classroom visuals, merch, concepts, marketplace files, and tiny UI details that should have been editable from the beginning. Keep SVG as the master file. From that master, export PNG for previews, PDF for sharing, React or inline SVG for code, Figma for layout polish, and cut-friendly files for Cricut or print. One clean SVG should create every version you need. Search opening is real. Data4 SEO shows Adobe Express SVG Converter at about 12,100 searches per month with low difficulty. Current YouTube page proves people want conversion help, but the stronger hook is cleaner editable SVG output, not a meta-flat export. You can try SVG Genie free with no credit card required. After that, credit packs start at $9 with no subscription to cancel. If even one conversion saves you from rebuilding a logo or icon by hand, the workflow pays for itself quickly. So use Adobe Express when you only need a quick format change. But when you need a clean editable SVG you can resize, recolor, export, code, print, and actually own, go to svgenie.com and generate the vector source you meant to get.